Alright, we need to signal 4. Alright, hit, right it out.
These are the craziest police chases ever caught on Dashcam. Let's start with a car thief who wrecks the stolen car and, with nowhere else to go, takes a leap off a bridge. On May 9th, 2024, 27-year-old Melina Logan takes a Honda Civic from a car dealership for a test drive in South Miami and doesn't return. What follows next is a heart-racing chase involving the Florida Highway Patrol and Miami-Dade police that will leave you utterly speechless.
I'm behind it, 1560 behind it, southbound 826. Center 4, that's center 4.
Hey, we're still southbound, it's approaching 2,000.
A police dash cam shows Melina speeding at 90 miles per hour on the Palmetto Expressway, recklessly swerving through traffic and crashing into other cars. Melina crashes into a concrete wall, leaving her car disabled. The cops think it's over, but she's not done. She immediately climbs a ledge and jumps into a pond.
She's signal 4 to vehicle.
Multiple signal 4, she's trapped inside the car.
Hey, right before the exit to 25 Street, Miami, star 5.
Despite rejecting the ropes thrown by officers, Melina was eventually pulled from the water and arrested after a struggle. One of her crash victims was also hospitalized with serious injuries. Now, Melina faces multiple charges, including grand theft of a vehicle, 2 counts of battery on a police officer, fleeing and eluding police, leaving the scene of a crash, and resisting an officer. Think you've seen it all? This next suspect steals a car and smashes through fences in a daring escape.
Alright, we need to signal 4.
On August 11th, 2023, Ocala police got reports of a stolen car. They eventually locate the vehicle and try to pull it over. However, the suspect, 35-year-old Dale Shrewsbury, refuses and speeds off, turning a simple theft into an adrenaline-fueled chase.
Far way back, still southbound on baseline. He's kind of going all over the road. Speeds are about 90. We're coming up on some minor vehicle traffic. Coming up on some moderate traffic.
Without warning, Shrewsbury, desperate to escape, suddenly swerves off the highway and starts speeding through lawns and wooded areas.
We're going to be eastbound on Southeast 73rd Street from 441. Let me know if you get 41st. Yeah, north or south. I'm going to be here with 6. We'll be down Southeast 30th Court Road on a dirt road, heading southbound.
All right, I got it. Eastbound 30th Court. Crossing over 62nd Street.
The suspect is back on the road, and it's clear Shrewsbury isn't ready to surrender, forcing the cops to attempt a pit maneuver.
Eastbound 38th Street.
I 911, you left 38th Street.
How about the 20, around about the 3,000 block you just fitted? Stay like,
Switch no key.
29 floors, they're trying to fit again, unsuccessful.
Shrewsbury finally reaches a dead end, and when the cops think he'd finally stop, he does the unthinkable. He smashes through both wooden and metal fences.
Pulling near yard, 3,000 block. Outside of the road. Alright, we need to signal 4 to a fence. And turning south, I'll be 36 Avenue. Behind the house is 5308.
Officers perform a second pit maneuver, finally stopping the car in its tracks. Cornered, Shrewsbury bolts on foot, but the canine unit eagerly joins the chase, quickly showing him why running is a terrible idea.
South.
What's your call? I'm just trying to make you aware. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Put your hands behind your back! I got it! Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back! Let go of the dog! Let go of the dog! Let go of the dog!
Get this hand. Get this hand.
Let go of the dog! Let go of the dog!
Shrewsbury was arrested and charged with auto theft, aggravated fleeing and eluding, 5 counts of leaving the scene of a crash involving property damage, and driving with a suspended license. In this next case, police go after a stolen ambulance in one of the craziest dashcam chases ever seen. On April 17, 2024, Atlanta police were called about a stolen ambulance. 27-year-old Ladarius Williams had just been discharged from Piedmont Henry Hospital in Stockbridge. However, he decided his ride home would be the hospital's ambulance, kicking off an unforgettable dashcam pursuit.
Pursuing the ambulance, I'm trying to get in front of it for sticks. Broadcasting on Troop C, Phoenix has the ball.
With the pit maneuver failing, the ambulance escapes and only stops in traffic. An officer immediately charges forward with stop sticks, but Williams reacts quickly, driving off once again. The cop deflates one tire, but Williams shows no signs of slowing down and drives into a residential area. In a daring decision, the officers position a second stop stick.
Hold him back up ahead. You got nowhere to go.
Let's ride. We finna play now.
Hey,
Watch him.
be on gun. Be on gun.
Watch him.
Yeah.
Watch him.
With barely any tires left, Williams speeds back onto the highway. The cops, now a step ahead, quickly perform a pit maneuver, crashing the ambulance into a pole.
Going northbound in the southbound lane. Heavy traffic over here. Jump in the rebel. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Williams, not ready to surrender, tries to make a desperate run for it, but he's not fast enough. The cops use their taser, eventually stopping him in his tracks.
We're putting him in the position. No, turn him to the side. And that's fine.
Ladarius Williams was eventually booked into the Clayton County Jail on charges of aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer, felony fleeing, obstruction, theft by taking, and hit and run. In the next case, a dashcam captures a suspect in a high-speed pursuit, clinging to a moving car during a daring carjacking attempt.
Across towards the meeting, trying to carjack somebody.
On January 27, 2024, Lathrop police respond to a domestic violence call on Shadywood Avenue. When they close in on 40-year-old Juan Valdez, he drives off, forcing the cops into a pursuit where one wrong move could be deadly for all involved.
Why are you guys running from John?
Psychotic. He needs help.
Here, come back here.
He tried to kill me last night.
Here, come back here. Let me talk to this guy. Hey, does John have any weapons right now?
Well, yeah, there's probably knives and stuff in the house.
Does John carry a gun? Hey, John. What's going on right now?
You will fight back. Be careful.
Hey, Tino, stop that car if he takes off.
Boy, dude, we have one taken off. 2058 David Williams, 589, gold colored Nissan Versa.
Valdez eventually stops, and the cops ask him to step out of the car. He delays, briefly contemplating the idea, then shocks them by driving off again.
Turn the car off now! I'm gonna get your 40.
3.13, CMC wants to know what the lawn is.
Hey, where's your 40, dude?
We're trying to figure it out right now.
Turn your car off. Turn your car off. The accident, male half. The male's extremely uncooperative. We're stopped back in front of the two.
I'll be back in front of the male uncooperative.
Valdez is now driving south on Interstate 5, but his car tire suddenly blows out. Desperate to escape, he attempts to carjack another vehicle.
Boy, 13, his tire's coming apart.
I'll be by your coming in.
Keep bailing.
Across towards the meeting, trying to carjack somebody.
I copy. He's supposed to lead in their seat of covering once the DMV.
He's trying to carjack a victim vehicle, holding on.
When the vehicle finally stops, Valdez frantically tries to force his way through the passenger door. An officer acts quickly and opens fire at him multiple times, finally bringing the high-speed pursuit to an end.
Hey! You're gonna get shot! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Don't move! Bro, why did you shoot me?
Move forward!
After Valdez was treated at the hospital, he was booked on 5 felonies, including carjacking, false imprisonment, evasion, resisting arrest, and committing a felony while out on parole for a prior felony. Valdez is currently being held without bail. In the next case, a routine arrest turns into an intense chase when 2 murder suspects engage cops in a shootout. On July 11, 2018, Las Vegas police tried to stop an SUV linked to a deadly shooting earlier that day. But the suspects, 22-year-old Fidel Miranda and 30-year-old Rene Nunez, refused to stop, leaving officers in a tense chase where split-second actions were their only hope of preventing disaster.
Gonna be southbound Mojave. Shots fired! Shots fired!
Copy. Southbound Mojave from where? What I say, copy you.
Be advised, shots fired! Shots fired!
So for Charlie 1, are you injured?
It's Charlie 4. I'm not injured.
Okay, copy.
6-1, I'm gonna switch over to D-Tag so we can... Watch out! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired again!
Copy. Where are you on Charlie 4?
Going northbound eastern from Charleston. Hey, back up! He's shooting!
With the SUV now in sight, the pursuing officer takes a calculated but dangerous risk. He shoots multiple times through his windshield and window, bringing the vehicle to a halt. Reports state that the officer fired 31 rounds during the shootout, while the suspects fired 34. Miranda was pronounced dead at the scene. Nunez tried to flee after exiting the car, but was caught and booked into the Clark County Detention Center. He faces multiple charges, including open murder, assault with a deadly weapon, firing from a moving vehicle, and possession of a firearm as a prohibited person. The next case isn't your typical pursuit. It involves an armored vehicle and an intoxicated driver on the loose. In June 2018, Virginia police rushed to respond when 29-year-old soldier Joshua Philip Yabut steals an armored vehicle from Fort Pickett during training. The events that follow feel like a wild chase straight out of GTA.
Get down.
Is that like loose?
I don't know.
The chase is far from high speed, with the vehicle topping out at 40 miles per hour. After 2 intense hours, he finally stops. Yabut was arrested and charged with driving under the influence of drugs, 1 felony count of eluding police, and 1 felony count of unauthorized use of a vehicle. There were no crashes or injuries reported from the incident. He was later found not guilty by reason of insanity in August 2019. In our final case, dashcam footage shows a young driver taking officers on a joyride. Officers spot a car cruising through the neighborhood. Something about it feels off, so they tail it closely. They're left completely stunned when they see who's behind the wheel. When the vehicle finally comes to a stop, the door opens, and to their shock, a child jumps out and sprints towards the driveway. The charges are unconfirmed, but we're betting the driver didn't catch any heat. The parents, though, are the ones who need to explain.